So once I say thanks for hanging in with us, then hit the button. Thanks for hanging on to us. Welcome, everyone. I'm Nancy Okubo, this year's Nisei Week Foundation President. It is my honor to welcome you all to the Nisei Week virtual experience. This year's theme is Ibasho, a place to call home. This theme really speaks to me. To me, Little Tokyo is a place I call home. And over the last 18 months, we've seen what home really means to all of us. The resilience and the commitment of the community is indescribable and can't be forgotten. Today, we come to celebrate community and to celebrate Little Tokyo. We hope that our program captures the essence of Nisei Week by featuring the best highlights of our traditional 9-day festival, from what we normally see at the opening ceremony all the way through the closing ceremonies. We also hope that this program will remind you of the fun times that you've had during Nisei Week, but also build up the excitement and anticipation for our 80th Nisei Week Japanese Festival in 2022. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 2021 Nisei Week. 2021年 Nisei 集祭ようこそ。ただいま大野祭行事から始めます。We will now begin with the purification rite. 皆様一度敬礼 Let us bow reverently. May each and every one of our diseases and discomforts, pain and suffering, and all negativities now be dispelled to the great and vast universe of the principal parent. Thus be blessed and purified. 本日のご来席天地の親神様へお届け申し上げます。ありがとうございます。では正式に今年の2021年Nisei集祭開示いたします。We will now officially open the festivities for Nisei Week 2021. ありがとうございました。Thank you very much.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the 2021 Nisei Week virtual experience, coming at you live from the Aratani Theater here at the Japanese American Cultural and Community Center. I am Julie Lee.
And I'm Sean Mira, and we are your hosts for today's show. The theme for this year's Nisei Week is Ibasho, or a place to call home, and with that we are bringing the Nisei Week experience to you in your home.
Before we get started with the program, we wanted to share a brief history of Nisei Week. Now, the Nisei Week Japanese Festival is one of the longest running ethnic festivals in the United States.
The first festival was held in 1934 during the Great Depression. Nisei, or second-generation Japanese Americans, organized the festival to re-energize Little Tokyo for 1 week every summer. The festival was meant to attract people back to Little Tokyo and also support local businesses.
Nisei Week organizers also saw this as an opportunity to celebrate the rich cultural roots and heritage passed on by their issei or first-generation parents. Events like the baby show, cultural exhibitions, ondo dancing, along with the Nisei Week Queen contest were part of the festivities and continue to be popular events to this day. We look forward to a return of these events as we celebrate the 80th Nisei Week Japanese Festival next year.
That's right, we're looking forward to that next year. But to kick things off for this year, we're going to introduce you to our 2021 Nisei Week Queen candidates. So the night usually starts with an invitation only, it's very exclusive, opening ceremony, which includes a blessing from Reverend Tsuyuki, which we saw earlier. This year, we're bringing it right into your home. So without further delay, let's take a look at this year's group of future community leaders.
My name is Jamie Hasama. I'm 24 years old, and I'm honored to be representing the Venice Japanese Community Center and the Venice West Los Angeles Japanese American Citizens League. I went to school at McAllister College in St. Paul, Minnesota, and I studied biology and psychology. And now I run my own marketing agency for nonprofits and social impact businesses. I had originally thought that I was just going to Minnesota for school, and then I found out that both my grandparents had been there around the same age as I am now. My grandpa was stationed there at Fort Snelling during World War II with the MIS, and my grandma had actually gone to Carleton College, which is similar to McAllister. They aren't with us anymore, and so knowing that I was there living the same life as they were is so meaningful and special to me. My grandpa was a volunteer at JANM until he was in his 90s. His legacy that he left for me is so important for me to carry on, and that's what really inspires me to be an activist today.
My name is Brianne Mari Yasukochi, and I'm 25 years old, and I'm representing Pasadena Japanese Cultural Institute. I went to Hawaii Pacific University and studied communications, and I currently work as a production coordinator for TV shows and commercials. I was really small growing up, but I told my dad that I wanted to play for college. He would just always say, if you want to do something, you have to put in the work for it. Him and I would literally just wake up at 5 in the morning, and then I would go to school, and then I would go to basketball practice after. Coming from a production background, people will expect you to live this very Los Angeles life, and then I say, hey, I actually grew up on a farm. Hey, I actually play basketball. I call it like a Hannah Montana lifestyle, like I'm living the best of both worlds.
I'm Michelle Toshiko Murakami. I'm 24 years old, and I am representing the Japanese Restaurant Association of America. I went to the University of California, Los Angeles, and I graduated with a Bachelor's of Arts in English. And I currently work at the University of California, Los Angeles as an Access and Literacy Specialist at the Asian American Studies Center. I actually started YouTube in my senior year of high school. I would say that the gist of my YouTube channel would be life vlogs, lifestyle, and studio vlogs, which is basically art prints and stickers and how to run a small business, how to start it. Creating digital content for me brings a lot of joy because it gives me a creative outlet outside of work. It's a way for me to really express how I feel and just relieve some stress when I have free time.
My name is Kiyomi Arimitsu Takemoto. I am 23 years old, and I am honored to represent the East San Gabriel Valley Japanese Community Center. I graduated from the University of California, Irvine, and I studied chemical engineering, and now I currently work at Northrop Grumman as an engineer. I really enjoy hiking, and specifically because I like taking photos of a lot of the plants that I see and the flowers. I enjoy growing houseplants, and I think it really stemmed back from my grandparents who started as gardeners. I just really enjoy watching them grow a lot because you'll check back in a few days and all of a sudden like it'll have like a really new leaf or a new stem or root, and it's so exciting to just be able to see its growth.
My name is Kendra Alana Motoyasu. I am 25 years old and graduated from the University of California, Los Angeles. I'm really excited to be representing the San Fernando Valley Japanese American Community Center this year. I work as the administrative assistant for the Society for the Promotion of Japanese Animation, which I know is a mouthful, but we just go by SPJ for short. And we are the nonprofit organization that runs Anime Expo each year. I have a deep love of the ocean. My grandfather, Aikyo Komizo, in the last part of his life, lived in Baja, Mexico, and my family and I would spend so many summers down there, which led me to want to really protect the environment. I think sustainability is a lot more fun than people maybe give credit. Just using things secondhand, that's really so helpful for the environment.
My name is Kyoko Alicia Nakatsui. I'm 26 years old and I'm very happy to be representing Gardena Evening Optimist Club. I graduated from Chapman University with a Bachelor's of Science in Environmental Science and Policy, and I'm currently working at the South Coast Botanic Garden as a learning and engagement coordinator. I love cooking, I love food. We all loved my grandma's takwan. She made it all the time, and right now finding a recipe has been just so difficult because unfortunately we don't have a lot of recipes to pass down in my family. They've just kind of been lost. But I think I'm getting there. We're getting close to that like aha moment that, oh, that's what I remember, where your heart just starts beating a little faster and you kind of have those memories come back.
Good luck to all our candidates this year. And make sure you stay tuned to our program because we will be able to see who gets crowned this year's Nisei Week Queen during our culmination segment.
Wrong page. I'm so sorry. The Queen and Court program are just one aspect of the festival, and today you're going to get a taste of the best of Nisei Week.
Yes, one of those components is seeing how Little Tokyo is changing and developing when you visit during Nisei Week. Our first guests are Jeffrey Koji Maloney from Go for Broke National Education Center and his wife, Akiko Hattori Maloney, to talk about some upcoming improvements to Little Tokyo.
Welcome. How's it going?
Good, guys. Good.
Hi,
We're gonna do this.
Elbow, air five.
Air five.
Hi.
Yeah. Yes. So Jeff, do you want to tell us a little bit about your work?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm here on behalf of Go for Broke National Education Center today, and we have a really exciting project that I'm honored to be here to talk about. In conjunction with our partner Little Tokyo Service Center, we're building a new facility on First Street North. And this is between First Street and Temple and Judge Iso Street and Alameda. And what we're doing is building a permanent home for Go for Broke. 8,000 new square feet of exhibit, meeting, and office space there. 30,000 new square feet of commercial space for businesses, for community organizations, for Little Tokyo-based organizations to move into. We're also going to do this in a way that highlights the existing monument that's there, that honors our veterans. Right now, in the middle of, I'm using the mic now.
We're using the mic. We're doing some fun. We're doing some tech stuff.
The first time in my memory that we're actually going to be able to expand this in a way that's done for the community, by the community. It's really exciting. We're also going to be helping to resolve one of the major issues in Southern California right now, which is affordable housing. The ability of people that want to live and work here to afford to live and work here. We're building 220 units of affordable and permanent supportive housing. This is going to be geared mainly towards families with 2- and 3-bedroom units. It's really going to be a fantastic project, and I want to thank all of our partners and Nisei Week for letting us talk about it today. Look for a groundbreaking in the next year, hopefully, knock on wood, and completion of the project maybe in 4 years, and we're really looking forward to this. So thanks for letting us be here today to talk about it.
That's fast in 4 years.
So that's great.
Well, with any luck, right?
Knock on wood. Is this wood?
Is it?
Up here? Yeah, up here, yeah.
Woodish. Woodish.
Thank you, Jeff. And
Absolutely.
Akiko, thank you so much. Earlier in the program, we introduced the Nisei Week candidates for 2021. So in that spirit, we're going to play a little game with y'all. Okay, we have names and photos of 6 Nisei Week queens and princesses from previous courts. On the back, we have 6 tokens with years on them. So your job is to match the Nisei Week queen or princess.
I recognize this one.
With the corresponding year, okay? And Sean, I think there's another board back here.
I better not get.
I think there were two boards back here.
I think one's for you.
How about you try it?
Okay, I'm gonna play too. Thanks, Sean.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, and you have 60 seconds. 60
So we
seconds.
take it off the back and put it on the front?
Yes, these are stuck to the back, so we're gonna take this token off and match it to the corresponding face and name. All right, and folks at home, please play along with us. Type your answers in the chat. All right, let's begin. Oh, you've already started.
Okay, yes,
okay, we're starting.
No, it's fine.
We're starting. All right.
All right.
Get myself in trouble here.
2015. Oh God.
I know this
I
one.
don't know how old anymore.
I think I know this one. Okay. Oh boy. I know this one. All right, you have 30 seconds.
Oh no. I feel like this is gonna. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble with some of this, so I don't really
too.
want.
I know, right?
I don't really know.
Okay, you've got, there's still some more time. You have 5 seconds. 4, 3, Sean.
Oh god.
2, and 1.5, and 1. Time's up. All right, let's flip this over and see what we got.
Oh, you are in trouble with me.
Oh no. Oh no.
And we should have the answers somewhere. Does anyone have
We don't have the answers?
Did I win?
Yeah, you know, we didn't think this through, really.
Yeah.
Well, 2001 is my favorite year for sure, right?
Oh, well, let me just switch this over.
And then we're just gonna kind of.
Nice cover.
Well, okay, let's go through this. Let's see. You got 2015 Sarah Hutter. Can we get a
right.
confirmation on this? Yes, that is correct.
I'm
Tamlin
already
Tomita, Sean's out. Tamlin Tomita, 1984. Checks
Very good.
out. Great. I got Mia Lopez, 2019. Checks out. Okay, and I believe this is incorrect, but I got 2001 Joanne Shin Cordero. 1996. This one's. Hi, Joanne. Hi, Joanne's here backstage. So, Joanne Cordero is 1996, everybody.
That's right. That's right.
And then, oh, we have an answer here.
And that is the.
Yeah.
Right, and then we have Helen Ota for 1989. And the final, Akiko Hattori Maloney for 2001, who's sitting right here with us.
Yay!
Yay! How did everyone do at home?
I got 100.
You lost. You lost. And I think I didn't check your answers, John. Did you get them? Are they all
100%?
100%.
I guarantee.
You got 200%. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much for playing along.
us, yes.
Thank you.
And then thank you so much for playing along at home. If you want to learn more about the history of Nisei Week Court, there is a link in the description below. So with that, moving on with our virtual experience today, we wanted to bring a representative from the Japanese Business Association, Mr. Hironori Kobayashi, who is going to share some words about Nisei Week. Yes, so let's welcome Kobayashi to the stage. We're having a few difficulties here. Just bear with us. How are you feeling, Julie?
Is the camera on us right now?
I don't know, but we're
I
fine.
don't think, well, someone's running across the stage, so I don't think it's.
Yeah.
Is there a
Well, if you're
graph?
watching now, a few difficulties. We'll be with you in just a moment. No thanks.
This is fun.
I'm having a great time. I really
Dear
botched
friends,
that one up, though.
on behalf of JBA, Japan Business Association, I'd like to congratulate your Nisei Week Festival. We are honored to be a part of one of the longest running Japanese American festival in the US. Although we are still going through a difficult time, we're hopeful, especially since we understand the importance of community and having an Ibasho place home. We know no events can be made possible without the great effort, volunteers, and all the staff. We salute you all in making this year a reality. Your success is our success. Congratulations and best wishes for a successful year end, and we look forward to another milestone in 2022. Thank you. Hiro Kobayashi from JBA. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Kobayashi-san. And now let's take a brief moment to give a shout out to all of our sponsors. So huge thank yous to the Aratani Foundation, to MUFG Union Bank, to the Umami Fund, to the Department of Cultural Affairs, the EGK Foundation, and Japan Airlines.
We also want to thank all of our countless volunteers that are all out here behind the scenes. Yeah, that come come out every year to donate their time, their energy, and make Nisei Week a success. So thank you all very much.
どうもありがとうございます。Nisei Week also couldn't happen without the support of all the small businesses in Little Tokyo. I am a resident of Little Tokyo. I'm so grateful for all the businesses that are here. And today we're so excited to highlight two of those businesses. The first one is Rafu Busan, and the second is Japangelis. So to help us is our friend Caitlin Tanimoto. Take it away, Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin here again, and we're at Rafu Busan, Little Tokyo's premier place to find all kinds of extraordinary goods imported from Japan, like earthenware pottery, fine china, and both Japanese kokeshi and ningyo dolls. We're here with our friend Carol, who's going to show us around. Let's go, Carol.
Come on, join us.
Yay. So, tell us a little bit about Rafu Busan and how you started working here.
Well, Rafu Busan has been in business. This year will be our 63rd year. We were originally on First Street, and it started in 1958 by Aiko and Kiyoshi Kawaratani. I started in 1973. It was my part-time job, saving money, trying to go to college, and I've been here ever since.
So tell me, what makes Rafu Busan unique compared to other stores like it?
Well, I think Rafu Busan is unique because we have a wide variety of Japanese imported items. Many of the items you cannot get at other stores, but also we try to have our customers, appreciate it by us teaching them the cultural value or the uses, whether it's the food, the art, calligraphy, music, it defines our culture. And I feel that it's our mission to try to pass it on to all of our customers, if not the next generation.
So are there any special items in the store right now?
Well, right now we are featuring our Kutani vase collection. This art dates about 300-400 years plus. The biggest thing that we can't keep enough in stock is our Japanese flower arrangement vases.
Is there a memory that you have of Rafu Busan that stands out in your mind?
Well, my favorite memory is working on First Street. And when I was working part-time during Nisei Week Festival, there was so many people, both on the north side and south side. They were all watching the parade, and there was a lot of people eating their snow cones and just cheering on. And we used to be open at 9 o'clock at night, and it was just a different period. It was just more of a community feeling, and hopefully we'll get that back.
Well, thank you so much for showing us around Rafu Busan.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, and if you guys want to come and check it out, we will list the address below. Feel free to stop by and pick up some very fine Japanese imported goods. Hey everybody, we're outside of Japangelis and we're gonna take a look around with our new friend, Amaris. Come on in.
Hi, my name is Amaris. I started working at our Japangelis flagship store in Little Tokyo last October, and I'm currently our project manager. I've worked on several of our projects, including our Lexus collaboration. We've collaborated with other world-renowned brands such as Lexus, Sanrio, and the Clippers. A little history about Japangelis. We started in 2010. We started out as a kiosk in the Japanese Village Plaza and have been at our store location for 4 years now. And we are celebrating our 11th anniversary this fall. We are a very community-oriented brand that combines Japanese culture with LA lifestyle and influence. Japangelis is known for not having an online store, and we don't want to have one because we want people to come out to the Little Tokyo community, experience the culture, walk around. Some of my favorite items in our store are our hoodies and t-shirts. We have an iconic t-shirt and hoodie design that we call our katakana design, and it highlights Japangelis as a brand as well as our Little Tokyo community. We're always very happy and proud to collaborate with Nisei Week and put out a limited edition shirt every year. It's just very exciting to be able to be a part of the community and support such a long tradition. Hope to see you guys around Little Tokyo soon.
I really love that we can take this time to celebrate historic businesses like Rafu Busan and have their legacy continued by younger folks like Roy at Japangelis.
Speaking of Japangelis, you may have noticed that Sean and I are wearing the official Nisei Week t-shirt for 2021, designed by Japangelis. If you would like one for yourself, you can purchase one. The link is in the description below. But you gotta hurry because supplies are limited.
So get that shirt. All right, so art is a major part of Nisei Week celebrations, and if you come to Little Tokyo during Nisei Week, you'll catch all kinds of performances, whether it's demonstrations, music, or beyond. So coming up, we have Bando Hirasomi with an Obon dance tutorial and rapper Kaze Jones with a song performance. But up first, we have a karate demonstration from Matsubayashi Ryu Karate Do, led by Art Ishii and their special guest, Olympian Sakura Kokumai, who competed in the 2020 Tokyo Summer Olympics.
That was
incredible.
That was so powerful. You know, we actually have a special treat coming up for you. Bando Hidesomi will show us an Obon dance tutorial. That's right, so everyone at home, feel free to get up on your feet and learn from one of the best. Bando Hidesomi has been the traditional Japanese dance choreographer for past Nisei Week Courts, so we are very fortunate to have her here today. So let's bring out Bando Hidesomi.
Hello, everybody. Excuse me. Hello, everybody. My name is Bando Hidesomi. Hello to all the Nisei Week family. I miss all of you. Miss dancing with all of you. And for those who, if it's your first time joining us at Nisei Week, I wanted to give you a little bit of an explanation of what Obon is. And Obon in Japan is a kind of like a welcoming back of ancestor. It derived from Buddhism, but right now it is more of celebrating the ancestors coming back, and usually in Obon we have a tall tower in the middle, and there are lanterns surrounding it, and we dance around the tall tower. And the reason why you see lanterns are because it's kind of like a sign for the ancestors to come back to their hometown. And so in Japan right now it's the Obon rush, and which means that a lot of the people who are out in the city will go back to their hometown to have Obon with their family. So today, I would like to introduce to you an Obon dance. It's very simple. It's one of the basic, probably the, maybe one of the oldest Obon that we have in LA. We do it at Nisei Week, but they also do it at the different temples in different areas of the US. And it is called Kyushu Tankobushi, and it is known to be the coal miners dance. And I'm going to teach you a little bit of the dance. I hope those of you that are watching could follow me. It's very simple. I'll go step by step. So if you could try to copy me, that'll be great. And I'm going to dance mirror vision. So if you could just do it exactly the way I do it, it should be fine. So first, because it is a coal miner's dance, we're going to dig first. Okay, so here we go. So step one, we dig. Carry, carry, and then we take a step back, back, and back. And then we push. We push the cart, push, push, and open, and chochon no chon. Chochon no chon is usually clapping. And easily put in Japanese, this is how we would say it. Hotte, hotte, mata hotte. 担いで担いで後戻り押して押して開いてちょちょんのちょん And that's kind of how we memorize the dance in Japanese. So in English, I'll do it again. I'm going to start a music soon, but I'll do it again. It's dig and dig and dig and dig. Carry, carry, go back and back. Push, push, and clap. So I hope you got a little bit of the Kyushu Tankobushi, but I'm going to put on the music. I have two music ready today, and one is a traditional version, and one is by Music Station. Music Station is always here for the closing ceremony for Nisei Week, and we have live music for Tankobushi. And they rearranged it to make it a little bit more contemporary. It's a little bit different, you'll see when you hear the music, but I wanted to show you two different versions. And the closing ceremony for Nisei Week, we have it every single year, and everybody is welcomed, from little to old. You don't need to even know the dance. There's usually a group of teachers in the middle dancing, so you could always copy them. Us dancers are around making a big circle, and you could always ask us for directions also. But I would like to introduce to you Kyushu Tankobushi with the traditional Bon music.
月が出た出た月が出たよいよい三毛たんこの上に出たあんまり煙突が高いのでさぞやお月さん煙たからさのよいよい
How the traditional Obon Kyushu Tankobushi sounds. So now we're going to add a little bit of twist. It's a little bit more of a contemporary version by Music Station.
山の上に出たあまり煙突が高いのでさぞやお月さん煙たかろうさのよいよい人や
This music is only for Nisei Week, and a music station. You could hear the music station live. They sing folk song and from different prefectures of Japan, and they sing many of the traditional Obon dances for us. So I know this year that we couldn't have it live, but hopefully next year we could all gather together, and it'll be really nice to see all of you at Obon again, and also the closing ceremony for Nisei Week. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bando Hidesomi. Coming next, we have a free tape recording, a performance from rapper Kaze Jones. Please give it up for Kaze Jones.
Rest the beats, test slopes. Disciples of the what? Disciples of the set. Escupo corazón porque raps mi corazón en mi camino separado de los todos la nación. Mi alma y mi mente usará para la gente. Yo voy a nunca dejar los futuros enfrente. Yo voy a morir un artista probablemente. Así que creo hasta día de mi muerte. Algunas personas me dudan para las cosas que eché en adelante, pero quiero continúas. Mi propio estilo con las formas de ritmo. Uno de los mejores es cual yo descritos. Yo recuerdo todos los discos de misterio. Me encanta la cultura de hispánicas con misterio. Act with no G, psycho round contra machete. Porque estoy tratando de hablar para el siguiente. Voy a ser de los pocos elegidos con tres que es que aprendí. Solo mis libros. Ore no Ibasho? LA, baby. Yeah. でも実は日本のヒップホップ代表侍みたいな大名俺のラップスは最高ダサいよって言ってみたらすぐプライドのファイト俺は海賊ワンピース探しながら僕らは倒せなくだから僕の名は神風内浜田らと一緒に飲み笑いながら地球をやっつけて俺とお前を比べてでもやっぱしゃめて私たちの能力全然違うぜ俺は無敵の席座ってヒップホップをなって世界の真実探して止まってあんたわからんかこの俺様中途半端で勝った You know I speak English, right? Yeah. Yo, I do the impossible, abominable snowman to the abdominal scalp, headed down, surrender to the Navajo. Laying down the law, constable with constables, unstoppable, then pop up for a dog to go. Without the taste of raw flesh, and so I gnaw the bones. I keep my raps in plastic, saran wrapped in a basket. Serve it till you want to boo-boo, better pulls in the sapples, the fast pass to a casket. All I did is a wrench, I pulled a long rope in the gasket. Picked up the bag of Medusa's head, and I amassed it. Rolled on top of my head, so I could get some laughs in. Put it a stone, I push it to go out to the flow and crack it. Beat the first, I let it the birds and shit, as it turns attack it. So what could you do? Stop telling me what to do, cause I don't wanna be a walking zombie just like all of you. Always talking about the dreams, but never in pursuit. That's like a player always swinging without the follow through. Kaze Jones, Dusty Crates crew, yeah. Nisei Week, omedetou gozaimasu. So, want to give a big shout out. Ariano couldn't be here, but you know, as much as we are celebrating the Japanese culture, I am Nisei Japanese American, but I am also from LA, so I want to embrace every other culture. If you have respect for every other culture, make some noise. So in LA, you know, to be Japanese American, you got to know your Spanish, your English, and your Japanese. Blah!
All right, so up next, we have our final very special performance for the day. On stage, please welcome the Taiko Center of Los Angeles under the direction of Maceo Hernandez, one of my favorite Taiko players, performing live for us. So show them some love in the chat. Take it away. Give it up one more
Wow,
time.
that was awesome.
It's so sad you can't be here because that was a lot. That was incredible.
I was feeling it, like the vibrations in this theater space.
It's awesome. It was so good.
Thank you so much to all of our performers. There's so much physical activity.
There's a lot going on.
It's making me hot. But also, it's making me work up an appetite. I'm getting hungry.
Well, you are in luck, Julie, because our next segment is all about the food. We're going to watch a latte art tutorial from my favorite coffee shop, Cafe Dulce.
Mine
Shout out
too.
to James. And then the folks from Aloha Cafe are going to show how to make their famous spam musubi. So please give it up for our food tutorial.
Hi guys, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Aloha Cafe. Today I'm going to teach you guys how to make a spam musubi.
Hi, my name's Kenny from Aloha Cafe and we are making spam musubis today. So in the first step of making spam musubi, we're going to obviously need your spam, which it's always best to pan fry to get a nice little color and really get that flavor out of the spam. Then we're going to have our white rice spam musubi maker, which is a little square rectangular mold. And then we also have roasted seaweed nori. So first, we're gonna place the mold right into the middle of the nori. Get a handful of rice, and we're gonna lay it down on the base. Next, we're gonna get the press and really get that shape. Next, we're gonna use the teriyaki sauce. And then we're gonna lay the spam down in the middle and then make another layer of sauce. And then we're gonna finish it up with another layer of rice. And we're gonna do one more final press to make sure the spam and the rice and everything has a nice firm shape. We're gonna lift off the mold, push through. We're gonna fold up the nori, wrap it around nice and tight.
How's it going, guys? My name is James Choi and I am the owner and operator of Cafe Dulce. Our first location is here in Little Tokyo. We opened up about 10 years ago and we are here today to film a latte art tutorial for you guys. So the coffee that we use for a cappuccino or latte is espresso. And so we start with espresso by coming over here, using an espresso machine. So this is what you call a portafilter. It's real hot, but it's okay, you get used to it. You want to clean it out nice and dry. And then what we do to make sure that our coffee is consistent every time is we tear out the portafilter weight and then we weigh the coffee every single time that we pull a shot. Step one is grinding the coffee. And this is what you call a distributor. You start off with a nice little flat puck there. It gives you a nice opportunity to tamp it very, very flat. You also want to clean off the portafilter head so it's nice and clean. Purge the group head. Now we're brewing some espresso. So what you like to see is a consistency of like warm chocolate, where it's like a little syrupy, it's not too watery, it's not too thick. It should generally take anywhere between 25 and 35 seconds for a nice, decent espresso. Now while that's going, we're actually gonna go ahead and do a cappuccino today. So we're gonna pick a 12-ounce pitcher for a 5.5 ounce or 6 ounce drink. Now what's really important is, again, the amount of milk that you're actually pouring. So we're gonna go just below the little divot line or the little indentation for the spout. And then again, this is the most important part, is steaming the milk. This is actually the hardest thing for new baristas to get. This is a pretty violent process, as you can see. And so you need to control that by submerging with the tip just below. And then you want to create a whirlpool. And so what we like to teach people is to divide your pitcher into quadrants, A, B, C, D. Pick C or D and stay there the entire time. There's two parts of stretching milk. It's called a stretch and a roll. Stretch is going to be incorporating air into the milk, which we're going to use the pressure of the steam to drag the milk down and then allow air to incorporate. And the second part of rolling is we're going to submerge it completely and just make sure that's incorporating well. That's it. What we want to do is stamp out any of the larger bubbles, and then this is called grooming the milk. Now, if you watch carefully, it starts to look, it gets a little bit shinier and starts to look like wet paint. And then what that's doing, that's incorporating the larger, like foamy parts of the milk deeper down into the milk. And that's what you want in a nice consistency in your milk before you try and pour your latte or start to pour. So you go high, low. We're going high, then come down low to start the actual latte art. We're pouring tulips today.
All right, thank you, Cafe Dulce, Aloha Cafe, Tanota Takoyaki, and Mitsuru Cafe for showing us how all this delicious stuff is made. We've got a latte here, spam musubi, this is the takoyaki, and the imagawa yaki.
One of my favorites.
Mine
Good
too.
one.
You know, you can come down to Little Tokyo and try all of these yourselves because this stuff looks so delicious. I shouldn't eat it right now, though.
I mean, you can. I have to talk next, so you can go ahead. And,
I'm gonna have this coffee now. But you know, come down to Little Tokyo, try these tasty treats if you haven't already, and then stop by Far Bar, where they're actually doing a live streaming right now of this program. So shout out to Far Bar.
Shout out to Far Bar.
Holla.
Big ups to Randy Masada. So with that, when I eat at Nisei Week, I'm usually in town for the Grand Parade, and this year, obviously, there's no parade. But we are very lucky to have Ali Vega here from Woke Weebs to talk a little bit about the work that Woke Weebs does. And they normally would be attending that parade. So please give it up for Ali.
Yay! Hello.
We're doing like air,
We'll do
air
There
things.
you go.
A little,
Elbows. Air things. Hello. Hello, everybody. Honored to be here.
So can you tell us a little bit about your group?
Yes, so Woke Weebs is a community organization that creates inclusive spaces for people of color in the anime, gaming, and pop culture space, specifically in Los Angeles and NorCal. So yeah, it's been around since 2016 because I was in the anime space for a while, a long time. I'm not going to age myself, but I've been there for a while, created a group so that other BIPOC can meet other BIPOC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very nice.
Thank you.
Awesome. Now, I'm sure you know that the cosplay community plays a big role in Little Tokyo, especially during the Nisei Week Parade. Question for you, how do you think the cosplay and the anime enthusiast communities play into this year's Nisei Week theme of Ibasho, or a place to call home?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think with stores like Anime Jungle and Sanrio even, just having them here as a presence in Little Tokyo creates an inviting energy for a lot of those folks that feel like they don't have that kind of space in whatever hometowns they're coming from. Because in the anime convention scene, those conventions happen like every couple months. It's not like a every weekend kind of thing. And so they don't really have a lot of spaces to feel safe, frankly, and to really just have a space to be themselves. And in cosplay, they feel like they can be themselves. And so I think just having like places like Anime Jungle that sell cosplay out here really creates this space of home for them, and they feel safe to be here. And so I can't speak for every cosplayer and anime enthusiast, but that's kind of the gist I get from a lot of folks in the community.
I really love that. I love that you're thinking about how people can find home and safety in Little Tokyo, which I think everyone deserves to have.
Yes,
so,
agreed.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So with that, we are going to learn a little bit more about Woke Weebs, and not only them, but also the Aomori Prefectural Association Nebuta. So with that, we're going to pass it off to a short video. So check out this video.
My name is Gray. I go by Grayscaled on Instagram, and today I'm cosplaying Mermista from the new She-Ra. Cosplay for me is more of art. I've connected with the character and I want to interpret it in my own way, and it's kind of like reimagining that character as myself. What would I wear? What would I be comfortable in? And how sparkly can I possibly make it? Little Tokyo is such a cute area for anime groups in general because, you know, they take place in Tokyo or Japan or something, so having a place that kind of looks like it and a little bit feels like it is nice. I do kind of search more for people who look like me, so like more like African American or just brown people, because we have that kind of shared experience of like some people might get mad at what we're doing, but we're not gonna care. Do it for yourself. Don't do it for anyone else. Don't let anyone bully you. I mean, this is an art and it's how you find friends, and you're doing it because it makes you happy. You're not doing it because of other people's like acceptance of you.
My name is Dame Scarlett Aznavour, but you can call me Scarlett. And today I am cosplaying as Alex Tresse from the new Netflix series Tresse. Growing up, I never really had like a lot of Filipino female like idols or like heroes that I could identify with. One that is like truly and unapologetically Filipino, it was Alex Tresse. And I really feel that cosplay is just an expression of your love for something. It's just another aspect of fandom. Like people do fan art, people do fan dubs, and this is just fan fashion. I always admired that little Tokyo, like even though like this is like this weird hobby that a lot of people do, welcomes cosplayers. I would tell a younger Scarlett, like just stay creative, stay weird, and have hope, because one day you're gonna find a comic book character and she's gonna be this strong, independent Filipino woman that you've been waiting for, and that's who you'll grow up to be.
私こちらの保存会の部長やってる山村と申します。お囃子とねぶたの制作の組み立てとか手伝っております。毎年ニセイウィークに参加していただいております。ねぶたっていうのはこういうふうに上に飾ってるような電球を入れてやった方が綺麗にブライトでものすごく迫力が出るんですけど、昼間ただこうやって見てると何もこういう造形物っていうのはあまり迫力ないんですけど、電球入れた夜の方が映えるってことなんですけど、簡単に言いますとこれを台座の上に乗せて電球をつけてみんなでワッと引っ張ると、それでお囃子で盛り立てて太鼓と鐘と笛でねぶた囃子をずっとやって、あと真ん中にお囃子さんが前に羽との人たちが来て、それでみんなで盛り立ててラッセラーラッセラーつって盛り立てて行進します。1年に1回だけなんですけど、こちらは運よくニセイウィークともう一つハリウッドパレードに出てますけど、今コロナで全然そういうのできなくてちょっと大変なんですけど、私たちもやっと1年ぶりにお囃子の練習始められてすごく嬉しいと思ってます。
If you'd like to learn more about Woke Weaves or the Aomori Prefectural Association, please take a look at the link. It's a hard one.
That's hard to say.
Aomori Prefectural Association. If you want to learn more about the Aomori Kenjinkai, take a look at the links in the description below.
Now, we would like to move to a more serious note in our live stream. As you all know, the world has been dealing with a global pandemic, that is COVID-19. We wanted to take a moment to highlight a few heroic people and organizations that came to the aid of those in need in the Little Tokyo community.
So up next, we are going to introduce our Pioneer Spirit and Francis K. Hashimoto Award nominees. And to help introduce those nominees is 2019 Nisei Week Queen, Julie Yoshinaga. Please welcome Julie.
Yay!
How's it going,
Hi,
Julie?
Julie. I feel like I should show our queen. Thanks for coming today, Julie.
Of course, it's really great to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only are you the 2019 Nisei Week Queen, but you are also a part of the Pioneers Awards Committee.
Yes.
Yes, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Of course, it's been a really great honor to be part of this committee. I know we had a year of hiatus, so it's nice to come back and be a part of Nisei Week in a different light as well. But just to give some background, each year Nisei Week has the opportunity to award the Nisei Week Pioneer Awards, and they're selected by the Japanese and Japanese American community and for their leadership, commitment, and service to our Japanese community. So this started in 1939, and the Nisei Week Pioneer Spirit Awards have, from the beginning, they have really recognized those who have forged a new beginning for Japanese Americans in Southern California, but also people who have, really exemplified public service for the Japanese Americans and for the newer generations to come. So it's very special, and this year we have the honor to continue this tradition.
Drew, I think if you want to put the mic up here.
Okay.
Yeah, just real quick.
This year we have, the opportunity to continue this tradition, and with that, we're going to award 6 pioneers posthumously for their contributions to Nisei Week, Little Tokyo, and the Japanese American community.
All right. Thank you so much for that. That's really beautiful. So with that, now let's take a look at the nominees for the Pioneer Spirit and Francis K. Hashimoto Awards.
Junko Suzuki is the co-founder of Suehiro Cafe. She immigrated to the United States in 1969 from Gunma-ken, Japan, and started Suehiro with her sister, Yuriko, in 1972, serving authentic home-style Japanese dishes. Junko loved Little Tokyo and always supported the Little Tokyo Public Safety Association with their various fundraising events with raffles and gifts. Junko was 84. Hiroshi Yamauchi started Little Tokyo's first ramen restaurant, Koraku, which was open 7 days a week until 2 in the morning. He was involved in the Little Tokyo Business Association. Hiroshi continued to serve the community by patrolling the streets to ensure safety with the Little Tokyo Koban. He was involved with assisting the businesses when the pandemic hit. Hiroshi was 67. Masako Cordera Rodriguez, a dynamic and enthusiastic Ondo dance instructor, passed away at the age of 85 on July 13th. It all began in 1999 when Sam Kimura noticed a very graceful dancer at the Obon summer festivals. Together, they established the Bon exercise class at the San Fernando Valley Japanese American Community Center in Pacoima. She led the Nisei Week Street Ondo and most recently performed at the Keiro no Hi Festival. Sumako Azuma, Janice Aiso Edesa, was the North American representative for Azuma Ryu in Japan. She showed tremendous talent in dance at a young age and studied in Japan for many summers under the Soke, Grand Master of the Azuma-chu, Tokuho Azuma. She had been involved with Nisei Week since 1969 as both choreographer and regular participant with her students. Sumako was 61. Gary Toyo Miyatake, a third-generation photographer of the renowned Miyatake Studio, suffered a stroke on December 29, 2020. Some of his notable portraits were the late Mayor Tom Bradley, Representative Maxine Waters, photographer Ansel Adams, and Dodger announcer Vince Scully and his wife Sandra. Gary was 69. Leland Lau joined the Japanese American Optimist Club in 1991 and became its 40th president in September of 1993. He was the JAO basketball commissioner after his presidency and until his passing. And if he wasn't doing enough, he was helping out with Nisei Week, taking care of the Noguchi Plaza with the arts and crafts, live performances, and demonstrations. Leland was 67 years old.
Hi, my name is James Okazaki, and I'm the chairman of the awards program for Nisei Week. And this year, similar to last year, we're having a virtual program. And we're recognizing these individuals and their organizations for their extraordinary, what I call community heroes, for stepping up during the COVID crisis when Little Tokyo was shut down and businesses were faltering. They stepped up and saved Little Tokyo businesses as well as residents.
My name is Kristen Fukushima, and I'm the Managing Director for the Little Tokyo Community Council. So some of the programs that LTCC was able to run last year in partnership with many of our different partners across Little Tokyo. One is Community Feeding Community. Another program is our GoFundMe, or our Small Business Relief Fund, where we recognize that with CFC and Little Tokyo Weeks and other programs, there's a lot of other businesses in Little Tokyo, not just restaurants, so what does it mean to really look out for our retail, our services, all these other businesses in Little Tokyo. So we have been raising money this whole time. We are, I think, now at $175,000. And every time we hit $50,000, we're able to grant $2,000 micro grants to our small businesses.
My name is Eric Nakano. I'm the Executive Director for Little Tokyo Service Center. When the pandemic first came down, the first thing we did was to make several thousand calls to seniors, Little Tokyo businesses, our residents in our affordable housing projects, our social service clients, just to check in, see how they were doing, but to also, find out what the most urgent needs were. So the first one for seniors is Little Tokyo Eats, and it's a program that had two goals. One was to be able to provide hot meals for seniors. The second goal was to be able to support Little Tokyo restaurants. And then finally, when the vaccines rolled out this year, we set up 3 vaccine clinics at the Budokan.
Well, when the pandemic first started and they shut down, we were really concerned about the takeouts on the restaurants and things like that, especially my neighbors on First Street. And we put together a 20% discount, and we tried to get restaurants from not only First Street, but JVP and Willard Court, 2nd Street. I contacted the city, and they have referred me to see an al fresco video. This is just before al fresco started. And I asked them if we could shut down the street. And of course, it took some time. I think getting the K-rails on First Street was one of the biggest accomplishments for the First Street Historic District. They also put together security, and where the Koban actually pays for the security and bills the businesses equally.
Hi, my name is Ellen Endo, and I'm president of the Little Tokyo Business Association and co-chair of the Little Tokyo Business Improvement District. One of the things we did is we put together a webinar in Japanese and English for the businesses. And we partnered with the Asian Business Association. So like several people from, not just from Little Tokyo, but from the downtown community were able to learn about the health protocols and any kind of assistance that they could get from the city and the county. We got a call from one of the businesses in Honda Plaza, and we talked to the owner of the plaza, and the family that owns it was actually celebrating the anniversary of their plaza. So we turned the opening of their outdoor dining into a celebration.
Hello, my name is Patty Nagano, and I'm a resident of Tomodachi across the street. And we started a program when the pandemic hit. We felt like, what were our seniors going to do in our building? Partnered with several restaurants who were willing to make lunches for us twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. We've done about 4,500 lunches, and we've raised probably about almost $49,000 for the restaurants.
My name is Darlene Kuba, and I am the president of the Kode Shachu Shokukai, in other words, Little Tokyo Nutrition Services. Prior to the pandemic, we served 180 congregate meals at the Little Tokyo Towers and 80 meals that were home delivered. And since then, with the pandemic and all, we've been delivering throughout Little Tokyo, still providing the 80 meals home delivery, and some seniors will come and pick up their meals at the Little Tokyo site.
In 2014, the Nisei Week Board renamed their award to Francis K. Hashimoto Community Service Award.
Hello everyone, my name is Kara Chizuru Ito, and I'm honored to be the 2019 Miss Tomodachi.
Hello everyone, my name is Ariel May Imamoto, and
and I'm proud to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess.
Hi everyone, my name is Emily Yuiko Ishida, and I'm honored to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess.
Hello, my name is Kayla Sachiko Igawa, and I am proud to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess.
Hello everyone, my name is Marika Kate Gottschall, and I am honored to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess.
Thank you all so much for joining us here. Oh my gosh, 2019 feels like a long time ago, man. But as ambassadors to the Little Tokyo community, I'm sure you're all well versed in Little Tokyo facts. So we're gonna see how good you are at recognizing some iconic locations and individuals in the Little Tokyo community that you've met throughout your year in court.
Sounds like another game is coming on.
Right.
That's what's happening.
You guys want to play?
Yes.
I don't think you have a choice. Okay. I will describe a person, a place, or a thing relating to Nisei Week. You will be given 3 clues in increasing detail. The first person to guess what is being described will win a point. So you just call out the answer, okay? Here's a hint. All the answers to these questions will end with the E sound. For example, Nisei. Okay? And then we're going to tally the points and see who wins.
All right, you ready? You ready?
Just call,
All right.
just call out
So
the
you
answer.
just like yell it out. We're not like, this is your last day, it's fine. You can just shout it. So, clue number 1 for number 1. During Obon, I'm usually a crowd favorite when I come on.
Ondo dancing.
Okay, we'll keep, we're close, we're in the neighborhood, we're gonna find the house. So, I am referred to as the coal miners dance. Hey!
Yes!
One
Remember,
point.
E!
Tonkobushi!
Yeah, with fervor. Okay, all right.
Fervor, that's the word of the day, fervor.
Next question. I have been at my current location on 3rd Street since 1976. My name means the Eastern Monastery of the original vow.
Higashi!
Yes!
All right. Who's keeping score?
That's a good question,
All right.
John.
Just like remember for yourselves. Or, oh yes, if you could keep score, that'd be great. Thank you. Great. We're well staffed here at the Nisei Week Virtual Experience. All right, so number 3. Again, ends with E. I am usually part of the modern dance performances for the past Nisei Week coronations. Number 2. I am the treasurer for the Nisei Week Foundation.
Jerry Fukui.
Hey! That's a good one. You know your staff. Very good.
But I love the third clue. My name is on the mortuary that I own.
Yes.
So that would have given it away,
That
most
might have
likely.
been helpful. That might have been helpful.
Okay, number 4. I was born in 1997. My dad was Dick Sakahara. I was born to promote the dog show for Nisei Week. It is no longer around, but I'm still around.
Hey.
Oh, we had several.
You had several. Who was that? Okay. All right. Strong lead. Okay,
But can we say it with fervor one more time? Yeah.
Great. All right, final one. Last chance. Again, fervor. Clue number 1. I was born in Hawaii right after World War II, even though my origins are disputed at times. 2. I am a crowd favorite among Japanese Americans and people in Hawaii, even though in Japan I'm not that popular yet. Hey! Very good. San Musubi. Very good. We'll give that to you.
Very nice.
All right. So, do we have a winner?
I think the points were spread out.
I think they were kind of spread out.
My name is Marika Kate Gottschall.
Everybody
I think
got one.
everybody won.
Everyone's a winner. That's community, folks.
That's community.
That is community.
Here at the Nisei Week Queens program, everybody wins. All right, so
Yes, thank you so much,
Yes.
2019 Court, for playing along. We're actually coming to the end of the live stream
Coming to
portion
the end of the live stream. Yeah.
of the program. Yeah.
So-
but the show isn't over yet.
Not quite yet. Coming up next will be the culmination, where you'll be able to see the crowning of the new 2021 Nisei Week Queen and her court.
Your MCs for the culmination are longtime community favorites, heroes and icons, really. Can you guess who they are? That's right, Tamlin Tomita and David Ono. And they will take it from here. It's been a pleasure being your host today.
Yeah, it's been great, and I'm really excited to see you all when we celebrate Nisei Week's 80th anniversary next year. Before we sign off, we have the farewell video from the 2019 court, so don't go anywhere. So with that, my name is Sean Muro.
And I'm Julie Lee, and we will see you here next year. Thank you all so much.
Thank you.
My name is Marika Kate Gottschall, and I am honored to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess. I'm sponsored by the Pasadena Japanese Cultural Institute.
My name is Ariel Mei Imamoto, and I am proud to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess. My sponsor was San Fernando Valley Japanese American Community Center.
Hi, my name is Kayla Sachiko Igawa, and I am a 2019 Nisei Week Princess. My sponsor is the Gardena Evening Optimist Club.
My name is Emily Yuiko Ishida, and I'm honored to be a 2019 Nisei Week Princess. My sponsoring organization is the East San Gabriel Valley Japanese Community Center.
My name is Kara Chizuru Ito. I have the honor of being the 2019 Nisei Week Miss Tomodachi and representing the Orange County Nikkei Coordinating Council.
My name is Mia Masae Lopez, and I'm honored to be the 2019 Nisei Week First Princess. My sponsor is the Venice Japanese Community Center and Venice West Los Angeles Japanese American Citizens League.
Hello, my name is Julie Yoshinaga, and I am the 2019 Nisei Week Queen. My sponsoring organization is the Japanese Restaurant Association of America. When the 7 of us were crowned the 2019 Nisei Week Court, we didn't anticipate the COVID-19 pandemic and also what was to come after.
Getting through this past year reminded me of the resilience of the Japanese American community.
Seeing how our community came together, supported our small businesses, nonprofits, and each other, it was really, truly inspirational, and it really moved me to my core.
I kind of think of this year in 3 segments because everything was just so drastically different. The first segment I would think of was when we were candidates and getting ready for the coronation and going to Obons.
We were really fortunate enough to be able to experience Nisei Week in its entirety before the pandemic.
It was where we got to know each other a lot better. We struggled with, the heels and like waking up early, doing makeup and hair.
I think that's the time when we really got the closest, and it was one of the most fun for me.
The second segment I would say was our official year once it started after coronation. I felt like that it just happened so fast.
One of my favorite events was the JRA Food Festival because there's so much food and there's so much for us to eat.
I really like going to all the dances in our community. I thought those were really fun because you get all different generations come for like a bigger cause, like a fundraiser was, something that we probably wouldn't have been able to experience if it weren't for Nisei Week.
I think my favorite memory was when we were in Japan. We got to go to the onsen all together, and it was such a nice bonding experience for all of us.
I enjoyed the Japan trip because it was my first time going to Japan.
Going to experience it with the rest of the Nisei Week Court, it was special because, we were doing this together.
I'd like to thank the Nisei Week Foundation, all of the community members and sponsors for supporting us and allowing us to have such an unforgettable experience.
The opportunity that the foundation has given me in these last 2 years have inspired me to continue my involvement, and I will always be thankful for my time on court.
Thank you to David and Helen for all the support you guys have given us. You guys are the best Nisei Week parents a girl could ask for.
A massive thank you to my family, especially my mom and my brother, for all of their unconditional support.
Thank you to the court, Mia, Kara, Ariel, Marika, Emily, and Kayla. I couldn't have asked for a better group of girls to go through this experience with.
I know we didn't have an ideal year on court, but I'm so grateful to gotten to know each and every one of you.
And I cannot wait to continue our friendship forever because You cannot get rid of me now.
And on a final note, I want to thank the Southern California Japanese American community and our Little Tokyo community for really being here for us and accepting us with open arms.
I did not grow up in the JA community, so I never saw the tremendous support until now.
We were able to see the epitome of the heart of Little Tokyo, which is the people that make up this great community.
Though we may have had an unpredictable year together, I will always be grateful for the experiences Nisei Week has allowed me to have.
And it's because of the community that this program has been going on for 80 years now and hopefully many more years to come.
I think it just made me want to do so much more and going to volunteer for more things because I just really felt like I wanted to give even more back to the community than I did before.
I want to thank everyone who has helped and supported us through our journey to being the 2019 Nisei Week Court and for allowing us to be part of your community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My name is Brianne Yamada, and I am the 69th Cherry Blossom Festival Queen, Miss Popularity, and Miss Congeniality.
My name is Taylor Onaga and I am the 69th Cherry Blossom Festival First Princess.
My name is Motomi Otsubo, and I am a 69th Cherry Blossom Festival Princess.
My name is Taylor Toshiro, and I am a 69th Cherry Blossom Festival Princess.
My name is Shelly Imamura, and I am a 69th Cherry Blossom Festival Princess.
The Cherry Blossom Festival is a project of the Honolulu Japanese Junior Chamber of Commerce and is one of the longest, continually running ethnic festivals here in the state of Hawaii. The first Cherry Blossom Festival was held in 1953 and was inspired by Nisei Week Japanese Festival in Los Angeles.
We know that the Cherry Blossom Festival and Nisei Week Japanese Festival have had a special relationship for many years. While we wish we could have traveled to Los Angeles to meet our sister court members and to celebrate Nisei Week with you all, we're excited to be a part of your virtual program.
The theme for the 69th Cherry Blossom Festival was Kibo, meaning hope, and was appropriate for this year, especially during these unique times. After a year of cultural and personal development classes, we look forward to giving back to our local community here in Hawaii.
We would like to congratulate the outgoing 2019 Nisei Week Queen and Court and applaud them for perpetuating hope and representing their organization for the past 2 years. And to the incoming 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court, we look forward to welcoming you to the Cherry Blossom Festival Sisterhood.
We can't wait to host our Nisei Week Ohana here in Hawaii. But until then, we would like to send our aloha and best wishes for everyone to stay safe and healthy. On behalf of the 69th Cherry Blossom Festival Court, we would like to say congratulations and mahalo to the Nisei Week Foundation for allowing us to take part in the Nisei Week Japanese Festival virtual event. Please take care and enjoy the rest of the program.
On behalf of the Sakura Matsuri Incorporated Board of Directors, the 2022 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival's Executive Committee, and my co-chairperson, Mr. Ben Nakajo, it is my great pleasure to address the Nisei Week Festival's virtual audience. My name is Miki Katsuyama Novitsky, and I am the festival's co-chairperson for this upcoming year. As the pandemic slowly ebbs and we are slowly emerging back into what used to be our social norm, we look for a place to belong, somewhere that is familiar and feels like our second home. I know for many, our yearly pilgrimage to our festivals is where we belong. We are hopeful that we will be able to celebrate together again soon. But in the meantime, we will enjoy all the festivities virtually and safely from our homes. We send our congratulations to the Nisei Week Festival and wish you all the success.
Hello everyone, my name is Kelly Noelani Eshima, and I am the 2021 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Queen.
Hello, my name is Akiko Bates, and I'm honored to be the 2021 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival First Princess.
Hello, my name is Ashlyn Sumiko Hong, and I am honored to be a 2021 Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival Princess.
On behalf of the Northern California Cherry Blossom Festival, we would like to congratulate the Nisei Week Foundation on this year's virtual Nisei Week Festival. We admire your dedication to celebrating Japanese and Japanese American culture in Southern California. It is an honor and a privilege for us to be a part of this important tradition.
Congratulations to the Nisei Week candidates on their journey throughout this trying year. We are so excited to get to know each and every one of you and bond throughout our court year. We are so happy to celebrate our long-standing sister city relationship and continue that work with you. Thank you for your service to your community, and we look forward to meeting you soon.
Additionally, we want to show our gratitude to the 2019 Nisei Week Court for everything they have done for the community, especially during these challenging times. Thank you to Julie, Mia, Kara, Marika, Kayla, Emily, and Ariel for everything you have done for the community. Once again, we'd like to thank the Nisei Week Foundation for allowing us to be a part of this virtual celebration. We wish you continued success, and we look forward to meeting everyone in person soon.
Welcome to the 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court Virtual Culmination. My name is Tamlin Tamita, and this right here is my favorite master of ceremonies, Mr. David Ono of ABC7.
Oh, hello everybody. Nice to see you. Granted, we're doing it a little bit differently this year, but it's great to be back. Tamlin, I missed you. It's great to see you.
I have missed you too, and now I'm
Yeah.
dressed as an obnoxious disco ball, and you still are
It's that, yeah.
dignified.
I'm dark.
You're dark
I'm
and
black.
handsome, yes.
Yeah, but
yes.
you are shining.
I'm shining.
The shiny
yeah.
personality.
Yeah, I got to shine like a star here.
Well, it's great to see you because we
wonderful to
weren't
see
able
you
to do
too.
this last year. So
Yes.
this is a hybrid version of what we usually do, and we thank you for joining us as well because we've put together a very special show for you, and at least we could enjoy that Japanese and Japanese American culture in this way. So it's a pleasure for us to be here at the Aratani Theater and the Japanese American Cultural and Community Center, and we are excited to be your hosts for this segment of virtual Nisei Week.
And although we don't have the traditional Nisei Week Japanese festival this year, we are super thrilled to be able to have an official 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court. You'll be meeting our 6 Nisei Week Queen candidates today, and you'll all get to know them just a little bit better.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be wonderful. Since May, the candidates have spent many hours, virtual hours, learning about the community, experiencing Japanese culture, meeting with various community leaders, working on team building and practicing communication skills in preparation for today's event.
Yes, preparation in communication skills, something that we always need to practice, you and I, yes.
Something like
Yes,
that.
and we are here to find out which one of these 6 remarkable and qualified young women have been selected as the 2021 Nisei Week Queen and officially announce all 6 candidates as the 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court.
Right. This hasn't been easy for them at all. So now, normally around this time, Tamlin would ask you to let the candidates know that you're in the audience supporting them. And since today's event is virtual, we really can't do that. But please feel free to send them your love and support from home. We know they will appreciate it.
Absolutely, virtual or not. But actually, I have a little surprise for you. We do have a few family members here in the Aratani Theater in the audience, and they are all up in the balcony. Hey, family members of the candidates, let's hear us. Let's hear you guys. Woo! See,
awesome.
you gotta get them rolling. You gotta get
sounds like there's 1,000 people in here.
Right? Right? It's like
they do a great job.
They're
up
all
there.
socially distanced. They're
Yeah.
socially masked. So it's a wonderful kind of appreciation for their reactions to support their candidates. So thank you, families.
Nice to see everybody here. Well, let's get on with the show.
Yes.
We would like to get better acquainted with each of our candidates as they individually display their verbal communication skills. This is not easy. So let's begin with candidate number 1, Jamie Sunny Hasama, representing the Venice Japanese Community Center and Venice West Los Angeles JACL. Please welcome her.
I was looking through my dad's old text messages and found one that said, "You're going to be a great entrepreneur one day." Finding this message felt like fate, that he knew my journey would be special before it even began. On October 5th, 2019, I lost my dad, my biggest supporter, my person. He was the type of dad that was always there for me, even when I was 2,000 miles away living in Minneapolis. And when he passed, I felt like part of me was gone too. Grief shocks you into living, and I did just that. I was in corporate marketing, working long hours, and it didn't feel meaningful to me. My dad's passing taught me that life is too short, and I have to believe in the work that I'm doing. So I quit my job, took some time off, and started my marketing agency for nonprofits and social impact businesses. My entrepreneurship journey has been extra special because my dad believed in me before I believed in myself. He's always been by my side, and even to this day, I still feel him with me. Thank you.
Thank you so very much, Jamie. Next is candidate number 2, Brianne Mari Yasukochi, representing the Pasadena Japanese Cultural Institute.
My family are farmers. We have been growing fruits and vegetables in Southern California for over 90 years. To me, this was just a novelty thing that I would tell my friends when they asked what my parents did. However, over the course of last year, it became so much more. We all remember March 13, 2020. The COVID shutdown began, and I got a call from my father saying that the farm would close. My first thought was that I needed to go home immediately. My siblings came home also. We didn't have a plan, but we all knew we needed to do whatever it took to save the farm. Over the next couple of weeks, we launched a produce box delivery service and delivered over 3,000 boxes. We truly became farmers that week. My mom and dad became delivery drivers. I stayed up past 4 a.m. to create routes for the drivers. My sister got insurance, and my brothers packed the boxes. At the beginning of this journey, I thought I was doing this to save the farm, but actually, the farm saved me. What I once thought was a novelty brought my family closer together and preserved our family legacy. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianne. Next, we have candidate number 3, Michelle Toshiko Murakami for the Japanese Restaurant Association of America.
I was 16 when I was bullied, depressed, and suicidal. There was nothing to live for and nothing to look forward to. But pain is a part of life, and it's easy to get discouraged. But that's where my story really starts. To distract myself from the demons in my head, I would spend my time watching YouTube. I would watch people get into the college of their dreams and live out their lives. It inspired me to film my own content and to really manifest the life that I wanted to live. It started with college life with friends, weekly vlogs, struggles at UCLA, and my mental health journey. I have now added studio vlogs that talk about my new small business. This journey has taught me not to focus on my downfalls, but to embrace my passions to live and be happy. I would not be the person that I am today, a confident and determined woman, without these past experiences. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. And now we have candidate number 4, Kiyomi Arimitsu Takemoto, with the East San Gabriel Valley Japanese Community Center.
Years ago, an 8-year-old changed my perspective on giving back through mentorship. I was running a booth with an electrical engineering activity kit at a STEM expo. Out of over 50 booths to choose from, she was in awe, fascinated at all of the circuits that she could design, from turning on light bulbs to creating a radio receiver. She stayed at our booth for hours as I talked to her about engineering. It was in this moment that I was so happy and fulfilled to be able to pass on the knowledge and resources that I struggled to find growing up. I was twice her age when I learned that there are multiple types of engineering, and almost 3 times her age when I finally met an Asian American female engineer, highlighting the need for more diversity in this field. This little girl changed my perspective because she showed me the potential impact I could have on someone's future career through a simple STEM activity. Moving forward, I am inspired to continue to show that this is what a Japanese American woman in engineering looks like. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiyomi. Please welcome candidate number 5, Kendra Alana Motoyasu, representing the San Fernando Valley Japanese American Community Center.
During my senior year, when all my friends were excited about which colleges to apply to, I remember sitting in my room crying, telling myself I was a failure. I had attended an accelerated high school that let me take community college classes for both high school and college credits, and yet I still had nothing figured out. So while some of my peers graduated high school with their associate's degrees and went off to universities, I stayed back at community college. But in that time, I met people from all walks of life. I met a veteran who was there to earn his degree so he could build a better life for his 2 little boys. I met a woman who had worked every odd job, from a tattoo artist to a car saleswoman, only to realize at 45 that her true calling was to be a nurse. My experience at community college taught me that age does not matter when it comes to self-development. Education is not a race. It is never too late to learn something new or to start all over again. And I carry that hope with me every day. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra. And last but not least, candidate number 6, Kyoko Alicia Nakatsui, representing the Gardena Evening Optimist.
For the vast majority of my life, I haven't been happy with what I saw when I looked in the mirror. I always struggled with my weight and felt like an ugly duckling. Recently, I was able to focus and commit to becoming the most physically healthy I've been in a long time. I thought this would make me happy. But what's crazy is, it never felt like it was enough, and this negative mindset ate away at my confidence. During the pandemic, I was able to devote a lot of time not only to my physical health, but my mental health as well. Understanding that half the battle was in my own head was the biggest obstacle. Don't give up. Your future self will thank you, was the quote that helped me push through. I'm now the most confident I've ever been, but I know this is an ongoing journey of ups and downs. But to this journey I say, bring it on. I can handle it. Thank you.
Thank you, 2021 Nisei Week Queen candidates, Ataya Tamlin, to be a judge here
Yeah.
would be so difficult because all the young women, they were just amazing.
Yeah, yeah. You've been a judge? Have you been a judge?
No.
Oh my God.
I don't
I don't want to go through that
No.
experience again. So
So
these next
difficult.
people, yeah, you're telling me. So these next people whom you're going to get the honor of introducing it's nerve-wracking. So speaking of judging, earlier this week our honorable judges conducted a series of engagements with each of our candidates over 2 days on Zoom. This included one-on-one interviews, candidate-prepared speeches, platform presentations, and an impromptu question. Ooh, yeah.
So their decision is based on an assessment of personality, intelligence, communication skills, poise, and then overall performance. So we thank Chris Myron and Jeff Kunishima from the certified public accounting firm of Quigley and Myron for helping us tabulate the scores.
Thank you so very much. We will now take a moment to acknowledge our 6 judges who had the extremely difficult task of selecting our new 2021 Nisei Week Queen. Thank you so very much. Introducing Lauren Kincaid Wong, 2001 Nisei Week Queen, and realtor and head of the Kincaid Group at Sotheby's International Realty. Next, introducing Hironori Kobayashi, Japan Business Association President and Director, Administration, the Americas General Manager of the LA office of All Nippon Airways. And next, Jean Miao, Director of JTM Nonprofit and Philanthropy Advisors.
Also, thank you to Derek Mio, actor of The Terror Infamy, Susan Morita, attorney and partner at Arnold and Porter, and Henriota, retired international lawyer and current board member of JACCC and Advisory Council of Kizuna. We sincerely thank all of our judges for their support this Nisei Week. And again, they have a tough job.
Yes, indeed they do. Thank you so very, very much. Now we're going to hear from our candidates once again. This time they'll share a brief summary of the platform they've each chosen individually to support.
So, we welcome back one at a time, starting with candidate number 1, Jamie Sunny Hasama. And Jamie, here's a question. What is your platform? Why did you choose the organization?
My platform this year is the Center for Japanese Mental Health. I'm excited to work with them to improve mental health and well-being, not only in our community, but also beyond. Thank you.
Thank you, Jamie. Next is candidate number 2, Brianne Mari Yasukochi. Brianne, please share your platform with us and why you chose the organization.
My platform is Visual Communications. Visual Communications' mission is to support the voices of Asian and Pacific Islander filmmakers who empower the community and challenge different perspectives. I admire Visual Communications' ability to make cultural connections through different forms of media. As a filmmaker, I hope to encourage other media artists to share their story and to inspire others. Thank you.
Thank you, Brianne. Next, we have candidate number 3, Michelle Toshiko Murakami. And Michelle, tell us about your platform and why you chose it.
The platform that I have chosen to support this year is the Japanese American Citizens League's Kakehashi program. JACL is a nonprofit organization that focuses their mission on the civil rights of Japanese Americans while also promoting cultural, educational, and social values to preserve the Japanese and Japanese American culture. I want to give back to the youth to show the opportunities that Little Tokyo and the surrounding areas can offer, and for the coming generation to get involved and learn more about their culture. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. And now we have candidate number 4, Kiyomi Arimitsu Takemoto. Kiyomi, what is your platform and why did you choose your organization?
This year, I have chosen the Intercollegiate Nikkei Council as my platform. This organization serves as a coalition bridging together Nikkei student unions across Southern California. I look forward to supporting this organization as I am passionate about creating avenues for community involvement, specifically within the collegiate community. Thank you.
Thank you, Kiyomi. Next up is candidate number 5, Alana Motoyasu Kendra.
Alana Motoyasu.
Kendra Alana Motoyasu. Sorry about that.
It's all right.
Kendra, okay, here we go. Please share your platform with us and why you chose it.
My platform is Go for Broke National Education Center. This organization's mission is to preserve the legacy and lessons of the Nisei veteran soldiers from World War II through interactive exhibits, oral histories, and educational programs. I chose this platform because hearing these veteran stories inspires me to lead with bravery like they did, and to hope for a better tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendra. And our final candidate is candidate number 6, Kyoko Alicia Nakatsui. Kyoko, please tell us about your platform and why you chose this organization.
My platform this year is the Little Tokyo Service Center. They are a multifaceted nonprofit organization that aims to assist and develop the local community, preserve and revitalize Little Tokyo and the Japanese community in the Southland, and to provide such resources to the neighboring Asian Pacific Islander and low-income communities. Growing up, my grandma told me all about going to events hosted by the LTSC and how much she enjoyed them. Knowing this, I'm really excited to support them and their initiatives.
Thank you, Kyoko. And once again, thank you to all of our 2021 Nisei Week Queen candidates for sharing your platforms with us. We look forward to hearing more from you throughout the year.
Throughout the year. Indeed. We are at the part of the program where we will all find out who will be 2021 Nisei Week Queen and officially announce yours, 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court.
And we wish the best of luck to each of our candidates, regardless of the outcome, and I believe we can agree that they are all winners.
Absolutely. Our first envelope holds the name of Miss Tomodachi, which means friendship. The candidates themselves have selected her as the candidate possessing the most friendly, the most cheerful attitude, and the most best spirit throughout the entire few months they have been training. And our 2021 Miss Tomodachi is candidate number 4, Kiyomi Arimitsu Takemoto. Congratulations. Kiyomi represents the East San Gabriel Valley Japanese Community Center. She is 23 years old and graduated from the University of California, Irvine with a bachelor's degree in chemical engineering. She works as a systems engineer in the aerospace and defense industry, and Kiyomi enjoys mentoring next generation STEM leaders, trying new places to eat, and watching her baby plants grow. She will support the Intercollegiate Nikkei Council as her platform this year. Congratulations to your Miss Tomodachi 2021. Kiyomi Takemoto!
So, here we go. In the event that the new 2021 Nisei Week Queen is unable to fulfill her reign, the first princess will assume her duties and responsibilities as queen. Yes. So here we go. Tamlin's going to open up the envelope.
Which is sealed and handed to us, so we'd have no idea. Boom.
Okay, there we go. So, our 2021 first princess is candidate number 2, Brienne Mari Yasukochi. 2021 First Princess. Candidate number 2, congratulations. She is being crowned by the 2019 First Princess, Mia Lopez. So she represents the Pasadena Japanese Cultural Institute. She is 25 years old, graduated from Hawaii Pacific University with a bachelor's degree in communication. She is a freelance production coordinator with the goal of becoming a director, producer of commercials and TV programs. Her hobbies include playing basketball, videography, and producing videos. And this year, she will support visual communications as her platform. That's a great one.
Yes. Congratulations, First Princess. Brian! All righty. The moment you've been waiting for. Our new 2021 Nisei Week Queen is candidate.
Oh, you're going too fast. Let me get it open.
Impromptu drum
Wait,
roll.
where is it? I can't. Okay. Under pressure, I'm terrible.
Under pressure, our 2021 Nisei Week Queen is candidate number 1, Jamie Sunny Hasama. And Jamie is being crowned by the 2019 Nisei Week Queen, Julie Yoshinaga. And Jamie, Queen Jamie, represents the Venice Japanese Community Center and Venice West LA JACL. Jamie's 24 years old and is a graduate of Macalester College with a bachelor's degree in biology and a minor in psychology. She is founder and CEO of SoCal Sunny Creative Marketing Agency for nonprofit organizations. In Jamie's spare time, she enjoys playing soccer, or football as it is globally known, scuba diving, and fostering little kittens. Her platform this year will be the Center for Japanese Mental Health. Your 2021 Nisei Week Queen, Jamie Sunny Hasama. Yay! And the very long process of doing the crown.
The 2021 court is now being crowned by the 2019 court. Princesses Marika Gachal, Kayla Igawa, Ariel Imamoto, and Emily Ishida.
Yes.
Everybody did just a wonderful job.
Yes. The virtual culmination of your Nisei Week Queen, Jamie Sunny Hasama, and the 2020. I always cry.
I know.
I thought I wasn't going to cry.
Even virtually, she's crying virtual tears. Once again, we congratulate and officially present to you our 2021 Nisei Week Queen and Court. Congratulations, you guys were absolutely wonderful.
You ladies.
I'm sorry. It's like, you know,
it's okay.
It's Kaze.
It's all
Kaze.
right. It's all right.
And thanks to the families out there,
Absolutely.
too.
Thank you
guys,
so very much for your support.
Yeah.
Thank you for your support in watching the 2021
Yeah.
Nisei Week Queen culmination and the Nisei Week virtual experience. David and I thank you so very much for joining us. Please keep safe, continue to stay healthy. And now we are going to have a virtual closing ceremony with a rousing performance by Taiko Project. Take it away, Taiko Project!
Thank you, Tamlin and David, for emceeing our culmination. And thank you, Sean and Julie, for hosting our program. Congratulations to our new queen and court. We look forward to having you represent the Nisei Week Foundation during this upcoming year. Once again, I'm Nancy Okubo.
And I'm Corey Hayashi. And we're excited to officially announce that we will be serving as the 2022 Nisei Week Foundation co-presidents. Together, we look forward to bringing you the long-awaited 80th Nisei Week Japanese Festival next summer.
We hope tonight's virtual experience got you excited for what's to come. A special thanks to our executive producer, Brian Takahashi, and the entire production team for all of your hard work.
Thank you also to our sponsors, Virtual Experience Committee, volunteers, and board members.
Thanks for joining us, and we hope to see you next year.